As issues surrounding MOHBAD's death continue to raise dust, there are certain possibilities I want us to look at. Do you know that it is obvious that MOHBAD wasn't dead and was buried alive? Do you know that those boys with MOHBAD in the car, those guys that were shouting MOHBAD is dead, do you know that only them could tell us what actually happened to MOHBAD, where they were coming from? Who confirmed MOHBAD dead? Who buried MOHBAD? If the father has been accused of burying MOHBAD, then he is also a suspect, because it seems as if he was already ready waiting for the arrival of the body of MOHBAD to bury. He was quick at burying his son without finding out what killed his son. No police report. He didn't even go to the hospital to find out what happened to your son. He didn't even care to wait a little bit at the mortuary. You were quick at burying the child. Did you see the casket, the blood stain in it? I just called it casket. No, did you see the box? There was blood stain in it, showing that yes, he obviously struggled before he finally gave up the ghost. Do you know that there is possibility that MOHBAD's wife could have a hand in his death? Because before his death, there was this telephone conversation where MOHBAD was telling her that even if you kill me, you cannot kill every member of my family. That means there was a problem underground. Do you also know that that child perhaps may possibly not be MOHBAD's biological son? They had already also argued over the son. And maybe MOHBAD was bullied towards accepting paternity of that child for fear. Do you know that those friends, those guys with MOHBAD in the car, actually may have been commissioned to accomplish that mission of killing MOHBAD? Do you know that it is possible that the Malians may have set this plot and did whatever they want to do to make sure MOHBAD is out of the way, because they started the bullying from the onset? Do you know that MOHBAD had earlier on made reports, written petitions against the Malians at the police station, but they were never invited or even arrested for questioning for one day? Do you know that the NDLEA, as of today, is denying never arresting MOHBAD or giving an injection to MOHBAD? Do you know that MOHBAD actually suffered from childhood? Do you know what it means to live without your mother for 10 years? MOHBAD joined the street at a tender age, but he was never a street boy. Because if he were a street boy, then he could have been able to fight what he met on the street. The young man suffered because he was talented. The young man suffered envy from his peer. The young man suffered bully and brutality. The death of MOHBAD must bring justice, or else a lot will happen. I laugh when people argue over DNA or no DNA, because there is already a record. There should be DNA. Someone is already promising to pay for the DNA, even giving 10 million if the DNA turns out positive. So if I were MOHBAD's wife, I would jump at that offer if I knew I'm sincere.
African television will pay for the DNA test. African television will raise 10 million naira for MOHBAD's wife to raise that child if the DNA proves that that child is actually MOHBAD's child.
If investigations are done properly, leaving no stone unturned, a lot of truth will come out. And I tell you, some of the atrocities in Nigeria will stop, especially the bully in the entertainment industry.
Kill me. Everybody in the whole world, please help me. If I die, oh, Amali, I'm even now. Amali, kill me. I beg, if I die like this.
Oh, guys, stop this now. What's wrong with you?
I beg, I never started talk. No worry.
The last one. No be the same father did there when they bend the pikin neck. When I say father they mourn, did the father report to the police? Did the father report to the police when his son died? Did the father got the death certificates? Did the father request for death certificates? St. Clair, cloud. Look at the whole world now on the case. So he's paining you guys because Naira Marley fans. Naira Marley is going through hell. His eyes are red. Sam Larry is going through hell. Both of them, they know where to hide. Don't worry. The next step we're about to take right now, what the police are doing, they want. We're in diaspora. I'm going to bring a promoter live now. We have all their passports, every information about them. If the police don't get involved, Interpol will get involved. Don't solve this case. Think it's a joke?
the demise of the former Malian record label artist MOHBAD has put a spotlight, on bullying in the entertainment industry, on bullying in the music industry, etc., etc. Now, the NDLEA spokesperson Femi Babafemi is coming out to say that that never actually happened, that they never arrested and detained MOHBAD. Now, people online are coming out, observers online are coming out to say that actually that doesn't seem to be correct, because there have been cases where the NDLEA has actually arrested and taken MOHBAD and some other Malian artists into custody. So what does it mean that the NDLEA is coming out to say now that MOHBAD has never been arrested?
Amen, somebody. Yeah. I am here today to rejoice my testimony. The Lord has been so good to me. It makes me the light that refuses to dim. So looking back to where I am from, to where I am now, I feel blessed.
Our purpose of coming here is to demand justice. We know we can't bring the dead back, but we want to understand why and how he died. And if anybody is responsible for his death, nobody is above the law. The person should be punished according to the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria.